8 glasses of water daily can harm your kidney. She just wanted to win a video game. Jennifer Strange was a 28-year-old mom of 3, and all she had to do was drink water. That is it. The rules were simple. Outdrink the other contestants without going to the bathroom and you would win a Nintendo Wii. So she drank. Glass after glass. Her stomach swelled. Then she told her colleagues her head hurt. She cried and went right home. That was the last time anyone saw her alive.
My head hurts. They keep telling me that it's the water, that it'll tell my head to hurt and then it'll make me puke, but it hurts, but it makes you feel lightheaded, so I'm not sure if I'm just like...
This is what it feels like when you're drowning. There's a lot of water inside of you.
Oh, it hurts.
Jennifer died just hours later from something called water intoxication. Her body had taken in so much water so quickly that her brain could not handle it. The fluid had nowhere else to go, so it pushed into her brain cells. And everything shut down. She never got the prize, but she became the most chilling example of how even something as innocent as water can become deadly when misunderstood. And the most disturbing part, it was not just a freak accident, because for decades, people have been told to drink 8 glasses of water a day. But what if that advice was taken without understanding the context? To understand how we got here and how to stay safe, we need to rewind. In 1945, a U.S. government nutrition board made a general recommendation. They said adults should consume about 2.5 liters of water per day, but they also clarified that most of this water could come from food. Over time, the guideline was shortened and simplified. It became what we now call the 8x8 rule. That means 8 8-ounce glasses. Somehow that number stuck. It became a universal target, but no major health authority has backed this rule with science. Not a single peer-reviewed study proves that 8 glasses per day is ideal for everyone. In fact, for some people it can be too much, because your kidneys are the body's filters. They clean your blood, they remove waste, and they help control fluid and salt levels. But there is a limit to how much water they can remove at one time. This range can vary slightly based on activity, temperature, and individual health. If you drink more water than your kidneys can handle, the extra water stays in your bloodstream. This dilutes your sodium levels. That is when something called hyponatremia occurs. It is when sodium in your blood drops too low. When sodium levels fall, water moves into your cells to try to balance things out. Most cells can stretch to make space, but brain cells cannot. Your skull is a closed space. There is no room for swelling. So when brain cells swell with water, the pressure builds quickly. The symptoms can be mild at first: headaches, nausea, cramps, fatigue, but it can escalate. Seizures, confusion, coma. In extreme cases, it can lead to death. I am not trying to scare you, because this is what happened to Jennifer Strange, and it is not the only case. In the 2002 Boston Marathon, one study found that 13% of runners showed signs of hyponatremia. Some had sodium levels low enough to require medical treatment. Between 2008 and 2023, over 1,800 cases of exertion-related hyponatremia were reported among active U.S. military service members. In nightclubs, people trying to stay hydrated while dancing for hours have also suffered water intoxication, not from dehydration, but from drinking too much water too quickly. Even fraternity hazing rituals have turned fatal when students were forced to drink gallons of water in short periods. These are not accidents. They are the result of misunderstanding what our bodies really need. So how much water do we actually need? According to the U.S. National Academies of Science, men need about 3.7 liters of total fluids per day. Women need about 2.7 liters per day. But here is what matters. These totals include all fluids. That means tea, coffee, milk, soup, and even fruit and vegetables. You do not need to drink water alone to meet your hydration needs. For most healthy adults, 2 to 3 liters of fluid per day is more than enough. But instead of counting glasses, there is a better tool: your own body. Check your urine color. That is your hydration report card. If it is pale yellow, you are doing well. If it is clear like water, you may be drinking too much. If it is dark like apple juice, you may be dehydrated. Most people urinate between 6 to 8 times per day. Anywhere between 4 to 10 times can be normal, depending on age, diet, medication, and activity level. That said, some people need to be much more careful. If you have chronic kidney disease, fluid intake can become a critical issue. Your kidneys can no longer remove excess water efficiently. This can lead to fluid buildup in the legs, abdomen, or lungs. Doctors often limit patients in these stages to less than 1.5 liters of fluid per day. For those on dialysis, it might be closer to 1 liter or less. These limits must be discussed with your healthcare provider. Older adults also face unique risks. After age 65, your thirst response can weaken by up to 40%. That means older people might not feel thirsty even when their body needs water. Pregnant women also need more fluids, especially in the second and third trimesters. So instead of chasing numbers, create a rhythm. Start your morning with about 500 milliliters of water. Drink a glass before each meal. Sip water slowly throughout the day. Do not chug it all at once. Stop drinking 2 to 4 hours before bed. This helps reduce nighttime trips to the bathroom. I hope this has been helpful, and thank you for watching. Leave a comment to let us know which country you are from. And if you have seen similar situations where water advice was misunderstood, feel free to share.